Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card, or I guess pick a demon reading. What's happening in the next 3 months from now? Whichever pile or card or demon resonates with you, that's the one that you shall select. And I guess we should get into pile number 1, right? Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, your message. What's happening in the next 3 months from now? You guys selected the devil, or MOLOCH. So, I'm trying to think about the energy I get from this card and him and your vibe in the next 3 months. Well, I think about renewal. I think about renewal of some sort. I know that's kind of a crazy way to think about eating, but you know, I kind of think about eating oneself. You know, that reminds me of Ouroboros. That's what I'm thinking of. So maybe in the next 3 months there's gonna be some type of renewal. Something about cycles, maybe karmic cycles. With the devil, just maybe like embracing the darkness that's within you. Maybe the power that has been hidden within you. Discovering that as well. Maybe something about money. Something about money. Probably like raise, or maybe in abundance of money. And strategy is what I was thinking of. Okay, well, let's see the rest of it. Let's see what the vibe is for the rest of the reading. Let's start off with the main tarot, with the main cards, the main 4 cards of the reading. The Chariots, okay, hard work. We got hard work in the next 3 months. Maybe you guys are working on something, a project of some sort. Okay, 6 of Cups. Okay. 6 of Swords. Not swords. 6 of Swords. We were back. Okay, so we got 2 6s. We have 2 6s. So maybe 6 is a significant number to you. Femininity. Yeah, we have 2 6s. And then the Chariots, the Devil. 70, 30, 63, significant numbers for you. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any more time looking at the synchronicities, because you can see them right in the reading if you want. I guess like the next 3 months from now, there's something about like childhood. That's also kind of what I was thinking about with him. Which is kind of crazy because he eats children, supposedly. So therefore it's kind of like, oh. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh shit. But no, I don't mean it in that way where it's like, I don't mean this in a negative way, is what I'm saying. I'm not thinking of childhood in a negative light. But I'm thinking about there's some type of importance with childhood, okay? I believe that in childhood, we discover a lot of important parts about ourselves because we're the most connected with the divine that we will ever be during that time of our life. So we figure out like some of the most important key elements about who we are, our mission, and things of that nature in our childhood. You know what I mean? Just through self-discovery, you know what I mean? Things that we like, movies that we like, music that we like, things that we're drawn to as a kid. So obviously, in the next 3 months from now, there's going to be something about your childhood that's coming up. Maybe you and your younger self are reconnecting, you know, you're re-exploring things from your childhood that were very powerful for you in the next 3 months from now. Because the Six of Cups is also can be looked at as like a card of childhood. Maybe here's the storyline. Not the storyline. Maybe here's what I'm seeing with this message, with this reading. With like the Six of Swords, I guess there's been things that have happened, you know, in your childhood. I mean, I don't believe that in this reading it's talking about childhood necessarily in a negative light. Like there is some type of gift and power with that, but there are some things that have happened in your childhood that obviously have slightly traumatized you. Maybe there's something that happened that stopped you from continuing on with a gift that you have. Maybe that's what happened. There was probably someone who was being an ass, someone who was making you feel little, and so because of that you didn't want to continue following that gift any longer. You know, you walked away from it. That's kind of the situation. And now it's time to reconnect. In these next 3 months, you will be reconnecting with your gift. Or gifts, there could be multiple. You're reconnecting with that part of yourself that you lost, that you couldn't continue growing as a child. In these next 3 months, something is going to trigger it. Maybe something that you liked from your childhood will become trending. I don't know, maybe you'll see something while you're on social media that will remind you of your childhood. And you'll be like, shit, I need to get back to this. I missed this. This was something that I was never able to fully fulfill. Maybe there'll just be hints. You'll start seeing toys from your childhood, movies everywhere, references just all over social media. And in your day-to-day life, you know, maybe when you're going to work, if you're not going to work, when you're going to school, I don't know. But you'll start seeing your childhood just popping up everywhere. Music. You'll start hearing songs that you really liked when you were a kid. And it will remind you to reconnect with that childlike part of yourself. And come into whatever cycle that needs to happen next. Because for me, like, I would say that my inner child is one of the most important parts of myself. I feel like a lot of people overlook the inner child because, you know, we gotta go to work and we gotta make money and we're adults. But I feel like a lot of people overlook the childlike part of themselves, even though that's probably the most powerful part of one's being. So I feel like for me, I started seeing, maybe this was like months ago, I started seeing, you know, references to like singers, or a singer in particular that I used to listen to as a kid. I just started seeing her everywhere. It's like I didn't even like any post from her, nothing like that. But I just started seeing her everywhere, and it would always be from the specific era, a specific album that I found her at. That's what references I would see. I wouldn't see references from her new stuff, from her really old stuff. It was from the specific album that I liked when I was a kid. And what I'm trying to say is that it helped me get on track and realize, hey, I need to listen to my younger self because she's trying to tell me something. She's trying to tell me something about my future and what I need to know. But your younger self has the key. Your inner child has that key that is going to lead you to where you need to go. And you have to listen to it. Because it's being given to you by them. And maybe this is in regards to something that you need to do. Maybe a business idea, maybe social media, whatever it is. It will take some hard work. But it's in line with who you are. And parts of whatever this whole entire project is that you'll be working on for the next 3 months has a reference to a gift that you were cultivating as a kid. If that makes sense, okay? So that is part of your next 3 months. Let's get into the second part, okay? 666, there you go. Ace of Cups. Page of Cups. What the hell? Sorry. Water and Earth. Oh my god, please, sorry. Water and Earth, like Mother Gaia. Female, feminine, femininity. Maybe some of you guys had damaged childhoods when it came down to your femininity. You can be a boy or a girl in that case. Because femininity can be all about the emotions and the passion of things. So maybe, you know, in your childhood there was some type of damage with that you need to lock in, tap in on, okay? But in the next 3 months, it seems that there's going to be relationships that are going to unfold. Maybe business relationships, work-related relationships, or even friendships that will help you, you know, come in the right direction. Money, I said. There will be some money that's coming up in the next 3 months. Maybe like possibly a windfall of money. Just a crazy amount of time. I'm seeing that, yeah, there's some type of project that's going on with the Page of Cups. There's a project that you're working on that can be better assisted with the energy of your inner child. So that's the creativity, that's connection to your purpose. And in the next 3 months, you're going to start working on it, start planting the seeds, start getting things moving in regards to whatever project or endeavor this is. But there will be money to support it. There's going to be a lot of money to support it. And yeah, it's a new cycle that you're coming into. Let me straighten the cards because I don't like when they're like tilted and stuff. There's a new cycle though that you're coming into. That's what is kind of going on with that. And there will be money. A lot of money. Maybe people with a lot of money will connect with you in the next 3 months and help you get this shit rolling, whatever this may be, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's time to prioritize that inner child and stop ignoring them because they will be a very vital part of this. And it's not even just about tapping into your inner child for, you know, this project. It's also about tapping in to your inner child for the sake of growth, for the sake of renewal, for the sake of your purpose and understanding why you're here on this earth. That's what it's also about. I know it's kind of dark to have MOLOCH as like the main card for this reading. You know what I mean? Like eating children, consuming children. But there's kind of something a little bit poetic about it. It's not that you're eating. It's not that you're fucking eating your childhood self, but more like embodying it. Consuming that energy, using that energy. Putting it to good use. And reconnecting with that part of yourself. That's what I'm seeing with that. But yeah, in the next 3 months there's going to be money to support your dreams. Whatever this is. You have like a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you want to do. There's a lot of energy around this. Partially that energy is like your inner child speaking out to you. Lock in, tap in. Alien Oracle, let's add that to it. Magic. Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone. Creation, magic. Femininity, that's creation, magic. Pleiadians with unconditional love. And water. See, there's a lot of water in this reading. You guys might be a water sign. Or this transformation is very water-esque. California, the West. I don't know why. But maybe it's because of water. Men in Black. More sixes. 6 is a very significant number if you haven't noticed already. Birth year 6, month 6, maybe birthday 6. 6 is a very significant number for you. Venus. It's probably something about femininity in childhood. That's probably where some of the damage is at, but yeah, I would say the damage that you may have experienced in your childhood is in regards to femininity. Some of you guys were born on a Friday. That's significant. Then you're a child of Venus if you were. Yeah, there's a lot of water in this reading. Some of you guys work best in water. I think water is a very important element for magic. Maybe for the creation of whatever it is for these next 3 months. You're going to go to the beach and you're going to use that as a tool of manifestation, beach water. Or you're going to charge your water with the moon, which the moon is also very feminine. And the water will bring you healing. Maybe as a child you really loved the water. The water is something that spoke to you as a kid. Some of you guys, Atlantic beings. In a past life. There's a lot of magic. There's magic that you're going to be tapping into. A lot of creation. This is a time of creation. That's what this is. It's a time of creation and renewal. And like I said, you're connecting with something that you loved as a kid, or something that you loved, during your childhood or youth that was kind of damaged. You're just picking that up again because that's a part of your purpose. This could be very emotional for some. And this might be crazy for me to say, but maybe that child part of yourself is like actively watching you, actively trying to send you signs. So maybe that's the aspect of that. But it can also be like the universe in general is trying to push you towards that direction. If that makes sense. They're trying to force you towards that direction. In a positive way. It's not evil, you know what I mean? But I'm saying like they're trying to force you towards that direction because that's where you need to go. Maybe don't tell everyone what you're doing. I'm not saying that you guys are the type. But I'm saying just be careful. Don't be telling people what you're doing. Don't yap about your dreams and stuff because some people are fucking haters. Don't do that. But yeah, just be careful with who you're talking to about your plans and things of that nature because you don't want to damage your child self even more. You don't want to damage them, do you? But there's energy from your childhood that's just like floating around. It's watching you. It's just there. You can use it for good or for bad. For bad is to, you know, unlock all of the dark memories. For good is to heal and use those memories as power to go towards what you've wanted as a kid. But there's a lot of magic and creation in alchemy. You're going to turn the darkness into gold. At the beginning of this reading, I said something about like tapping into darkness. Maybe that's where it is. Tapping into the darkness and turning that into gold. But you're reconnecting. It's a new cycle. It's a new cycle, kind of reflective of an old cycle. You know? These circles. This is all about you're coming into the portal. You're coming into the portal. The portal which is a new life. In the next 3 months. There is a portal opening for some of you guys in the next 3 months. Birthday, possibly? Something significant. Anniversary, possibly. So. Let's take a look at the final deck. Sacred Marriage. Okay, a lot of love. So there might be a love connection that you experience in the next 3 months. But this can also be talking about, like, what I said. The love for whatever it is in your childhood that you had for your gifts or something that spoke out to you. Okay, protect your energy. So yeah, just be careful with who you're talking to about your stuff, okay? Just be careful about that. But there's, like I told you, the universe is trying to urge you towards picking up what it is that you lost and moving towards this direction that you need to go down. You're receiving a lot of spiritual messages from your younger self. You need to tap in. You need to tap in and follow the heart of your inner child. Maybe this is also like marriage of you and the inner child. Like both of you guys are coming together and becoming one. You're finally healing them. If that makes sense. You're finally healing them and you're finally becoming united with them. Maybe that's also what this is talking about. But there's a lot of feminine aspects about this. For some, you may be transitioning into the female gender. Congratulations, if that is the case. And then there's sexual wisdom. Yeah, there's just a lot about femininity. Might be a lot of damage with that. When the feminine gets damaged, usually the place of the most damage is the sacral chakra. So in the next 3 months, you know, there's going to be healing with that, with the sacral chakra. Yeah, you're uniting with what you lost. You're picking it up. I would say maybe some of your magic also comes sexually, because we have alchemy, the philosopher's stone. So some of your magic is sexual magic that helps manifest what you desired. For some of you, this might be a little bit of, I guess, a darker undertone, you know. Maybe in your child there was a distortion of romance, and how you should view a relationship. Maybe you're coming into healing with that in the next 3 months. But you have some gifts within your sexuality that can also help with whatever project this is. You're going to gain a lot of money from this, as we addressed once before, in the next 3 months. And I guess these next coming months, like, this is all about the childhood. That's what these next 3 months are about. So I hope that made sense. There's just a lot that's going on in this message. Oops, I didn't mean to rock the camera a little bit. But yeah. It's for you to understand. Anyways. Thank you so much for listening to this message. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't, oh well. And I'll see you very soon. I love you. Goodbye. Stay safe and take care. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And okay, let's get into it. Next 3 months from now, let's look at the energy of this death and Lucifer. So, Lucifer is a very interesting character to me. He's a very interesting guy to me. His energy is kind of like, how do I put it? When I look at him, when I look at his card, and I feel like he's just, there's like drama. It's just dramatic. You know what I mean? Dramatic. The energy is boisterous. I don't know why. I just always feel that way when I look at his card and when I analyze him. But in this case, you know, he can also represent like liberation, freedom, growth, self-worship, self-acceptance. And in this case with death, you know, change, becoming. So that's kind of like the energy of this. So you guys work with them. Okay, you know, let's get to the other cards. 3 of Wands. Okay, so we're in the midst of something next 3 months, you know what I mean? 10 of Swords. Page of Cups. Cups. We are here. Oh, I'm joking, I'm not gonna sing that song. Okay. So you're coming out of like a cycle that was crazy. You know, there's some crazy making. There's some crazy making. You know, you're coming out of a cycle that was just insane. Maybe you just like went through, you know, a dark period in your life. You know, we all have that moment where we go through that dark period. You guys went through, you know, your dark period of transformation. And because of that, you are coming into a new era with death. You're coming into a new era. You're shedding off the old you. The old you is dead. And you're coming into a new era that is full of, I guess, art, liberation, freedom. It's self-centered, it's focused on yourself. You know, no longer will you be a victim of the chaos of the world and of others. You're coming into your own era of self-creation, self-liberation, self-worship. It's all about you these next 3 months. That's what it's all about. That's what's coming up. You know, you're gonna finally be able to hear that voice in your head that's you, and gain the insights you need to come into that next era of you. You know what I mean? Like, you're just becoming a new person. That's what's going on. You're becoming a new person. You know, you're shedding those wings and you're becoming who you are meant to be. Evil. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, you're becoming who you're meant to be. Okay? For others, yeah, maybe evil because what, you're focused on yourself, you're caring for yourself finally, and you know, you've come out of the craziness on the other side. Yeah, for others, they're gonna probably look at you like you're crazy. I mean, everyone always does. This is just how the earth works. People get mad for silly shit, you know what I mean? But these next 3 months, it's gonna be all about you. It's gonna be self-centered. And I kind of feel like the word and the concept of being self-centered has kind of been distorted. Yeah, sometimes being too self-centered is bad. Sometimes it is bad. Sometimes it is not for the best of other people or the best of yourself. Sometimes it's just bad. You know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes being self-centered is good. Sometimes you need to put yourself first. And I would say all the time in life, you're the most important person in your world. Because you're living as yourself. You're experiencing your own events. You're the only one, well, not necessarily, but you have a lot of control over your future, over your path. You're living out your story. Okay, you're not living out anybody else's story but yours, so I believe that you are the most important person in your life. That's what I believe. And putting yourself first and liberating yourself. Did that candle just go out? Okay, I guess that's the end of that. Putting yourself first. Sorry, let me just, because there's a fire alarm nearby. I ain't trying to start shit, you know what I mean? Here, let me make sure it's focused. Okay. Because you know these fire alarms would be acting sensitive, and I'm not trying to deal with it. Anyways, sorry. Putting yourself first, I feel like is very important in this world. Sometimes you just have to come first. And I feel like in this world, people just prioritize. Those dogs are going crazy. Do you guys hear that? That might be me. Oh my god, they sound like hellhounds. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes, God, this is getting a little bit distracting. I really do apologize, okay? That was just kind of crazy. Anyways, you know, maybe that is the mentality that you need to embrace. Maybe that's a mentality, like, if people are gonna fuck with you over you putting yourself first, you standing up for yourself, doing what you want, then you just gotta bark at them, go crazy at them, alright? Sometimes you just gotta do what you have to do, because these other people are not about to have you, you know, trapped up in the cycle of the past. A cycle where, you know, you were not the most important person in your life. No. If you gotta be crazy with them, you have to be crazy with them. That's just the truth. Okay, I think what I was saying was, like, in this world, like, we put our jobs first. We put our boss first. You know what I mean? We put other people first all the fucking time. That's why people will be acting so shocked when they see someone who is just so confident in themselves. Someone who has liberated themselves. Has done what they have wanted to do. Has dressed the way they wanted to dress. That's why people act so shocked. And it's stupid. Why? Because we live in a world where just being enslaved is just normal. So, you know, when you're enslaved, you're never really the top priority, are you? You know, we're enslaved to these shitty ass jobs. Jobs that don't deserve us. But the next 3 months, no. You're putting yourself on top, okay? And you're opening opportunities for money, prosperity, wealth. So you're walking away. You're walking away from that shitty ass cycle. You're walking away from people who don't serve you, people who don't fuck with you properly. Fuck with you properly is so hilarious. Confidence, self-confidence, okay? Self-confidence. Wow, these cards are not sitting straight. Woo! Self-confidence, you know what I mean? Okay, we have King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, no, you're listening to yourself in the next 3 months. Like, you're prioritizing self-care, you're prioritizing taking care of yourself, and you're building confidence. You're becoming confident in who you are, okay? Maybe this is a new identity, okay? So you're becoming very confident in your soul, in your being. This cycle has taught you to prioritize thyself. You know, this is liberation. You're leaving the old past behind, the disappointing shit behind. You know, this is money. You're opening the doors for money, prosperity, and happiness when it's all about you. You know what I mean? When you're too busy chasing somebody else's dream, what is really happening for you? Is it? I mean, like, what is really happening? And then the King of Cups, you know, that's someone who's very, you know, that's someone who's very, what was I trying to say? What's the word for it? That's someone who's very in tune with their emotions, okay? You know what I mean? You're listening to what you have to say, what your heart is telling you, not what anybody else is, okay? You're listening to your intuition, right? You're trusting yourself. You're listening to what your soul is trying to say to you. I hope that's, like, making sense, you know what I mean? This is all about liberation, though. Like, you are literally liberating yourself. And I don't want to keep repeating myself with what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying. Like, this is confidence. This is liberation. This is Lucifer. This is boisterousness. This is the drama. This is... this is literally the drama that I was talking about. This is literally all about you. Alright? It is all about you. In these next 3 months. And for some people, they might be like, what the fuck? Some people might judge you for it, you know? And I know that a lot of people don't really prioritize self-worship. You know, people will go worshipping other people but themselves, which is so crazy. Because we have just as much power as these deities and idols out here. And it's just crazy, but... you know, because you're prioritizing, you know, self-worship, self-love, self-care, because you're prioritizing your intuition, your path, your story, your ideas, and, you know, you're gaining all the money, you're opening up all the opportunities, people are gonna look at it like it's bad. Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be one of those people. I hate to say, oh, they're jealous. But I mean, that's just kind of what they are. They're jealous because they're stuck. Okay? And it's not even like they really necessarily deeply hate you as a person. They just hate the reflection that they're seeing. And that reflection is that they're stuck. They're stuck repeating the same cycles, reliving the same days over and over again. They're stuck. And because you're, you know, ascending, you're getting to the next level, it hurts. It hurts for some people. And that's why they're going to look at, you know, your growth as something that's bad. Because you're also strong. And you're serious about it. And you're dramatic about it. Because you have the right to be dramatic about it. Because you look so different than who you were 3 months before. You look so different. You've changed. What happened to you? You've changed. I've changed for the I've changed for the better. No, seriously, no, you've changed. You know, those people will be like no, I hate seeing that shit on social media. You've changed. You know, people be talking about that. Okay, what am I saying? I feel like I'm yapping. Okay, no, but I'm saying, like, you get what I'm saying, okay? You get what I'm saying. If you've seen those posts where people be talking about, you've changed, and okay, I feel like I feel like I'm getting nowhere with what I'm saying, so we're just gonna end that right there. But what I'm trying to say is that you are changing, okay? You have changed, and you are more confident in yourself, and you are strong, and you are self-governing, and a lot of people just can't handle that, you know? Some of this is just also growing up, because this does say growing up, but I feel like with this card, it's just kind of like just maturing to the person you're meant to be. That's what I'm feeling with that vibe. You know, you're maturing into the person that you've always, what am I trying to say? That you were always meant to be, okay? And yeah, you're just opening a lot of doors, okay? There's a lot of changes that are happening. You know, the energy is moving. These next 3 months, like, shit is moving, okay? In emphasis on drama, okay? Not drama in a bad way, like, it's just cinematic, okay? It's a movie, okay? You're experiencing a movie for the next 3 months. So things are happening. It's moving, you know? You know, we're coming into the second act, the third act. Things are moving, okay? There's a lot of growth. Then we got balance, okay? Life force energy. End of a cycle, yep. Ending of a cycle. We're ending that cycle and new beginnings, yep. Yep. No, it's fine. I'm overdoing it. Okay, I don't even know if the cards are straight. I'm gonna look real quick. Because I have a pet peeve when they're not straight. Okay, that's not that bad. That ain't that bad. It wasn't focusing on them. I hope that wasn't bothering you guys. Okay. Yeah, well, you're coming into a new cycle. A new beginning. A new era. A new time. You're coming into being you. Being yourself. Like, you're ending the old you. You're killing that off. You're liberating yourself, and that's the end of that. And then with the life force energy, I just feel like there's a renewal of energy, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're finally feeding yourself, you're finally taking care of yourself the way that you were meant to, okay? You're finally, you know, prioritizing yourself, so your energy is stronger. It's more powerful. You know, your abilities are more strong because you're finally feeding yourself instead of feeding other people. Okay? And there's finally like a balance where it's like you're not giving so much energy to people who aren't you. people who are abusing your energy. You're like keeping it balanced, okay? You're moving more towards, you know, fulfilling your energy, feeding and regenerating it. So you're coming into the next era, and you should be happy. You should be proud of yourself, and these storms, they're gone, okay? You're changing, all right? You know, it's kind of reminding me of Sophia from the Penguin. From the Penguin TV show, okay? That's what it's giving. When Sophia had her, like, rebirth moment, like, that is exactly what I'm thinking of. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that message. That's pretty much all that I have to say. That is what's happening for the next 3 months. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. If you enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button. No, I'm just playing. If you enjoyed it, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, smash the notification bell. And if you didn't, I'm sorry, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. I love you. Stay safe. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to your message. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this reading. 3 months from now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, King of Cups. Is it ALLOCES? ALLOCES? So what is the energy that I'm getting from this 3 months from now? Well, obviously the King of Cups is someone who's very in tune with their emotions, very aligned with their emotions. Someone who listens closely to their intuition, their heart. So in the next 3 months, there's going to be a lot of, you know, decisions that are made with your own intuition. Interesting. I kind of get a sneaky vibe from him. I don't know what that's about. I kind of get a sneaky vibe from him. Maybe something about secrets. Well, I guess we'll see in the next 3 months. So let's just get into the reading. Alright, main cards. The Fool. Okay. With Camille. 7 of Swords. 9 of Cups. Push this over a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. So you guys in the next 3 months, maybe this is kind of like I'm trying to think here. Because I don't know, I feel like this is a little bit more mysterious than the other 2 readings, the other 2 piles I had. I don't know why I feel that way. There's just something very interesting about this. Like I said, like secrets at the beginning. Maybe you are doing something in secret. Maybe you're creating something in secret. Oh, there's some ascension. 52 and 53. Maybe there's some creation in secret that is happening here. You cannot tell anybody about what you are doing. Because maybe you are experimenting. Maybe you just like to keep things very quiet. For the next 3 months, you're going to be experimenting on something, learning something new possibly. You're going to be doing something that speaks to your heart. And it's going to be amazing. You're going to get great results from it. That's what I'm seeing. There's going to be some great results that you get from this experimentation. That's what I'm seeing with that. The Fool, Camille. Yeah, this is all about experimentation, I see. Sorry, there's a plane passing by. There's some type of growth and change. You're leaving behind restrictive patterns and thought processes. But whatever you're experimenting with is going to make you stronger. It's going to... There's going to be something that happens, but I just feel like this is in secret. I don't know what it is, really, honestly. But there's something that's happening. Let's see if the other cards can help us. Maybe you have to keep it secret because of past things that have happened. Whatever this is that you're experimenting with. You have to keep it secret. You don't want people to know. Because of, you know, maybe you've talked about things that you've wanted to do in the past and there's been some type of sabotage that's been like, that was unconscious. Okay. In the next 3 months, there's going to be a dismantling, I think, of certain traditions and beliefs that you were taught with the Hierophant. There's going to be a dismantling of some sort. A change. That's why you're experimenting. This is why this is secret. Because you're dismantling, I guess, past teachings that no longer serve you, no longer serve your journey, no longer help you. And you can't really tell anybody else about it because if you tell anyone else about it, you know, it will restrict you, it will stop you from moving forward. That's what's happening in the next 3 months. Because in the past, maybe you've told people about like things that you're planning on doing and people have unconsciously sabotaged. It's not like someone was actively planning, but it's like unconscious sabotage or just people's energy just kind of ruining it for you. So now you're keeping this under wraps, especially since you're just kind of, for the next 3 months, just growing into the person that you're meant to be. Okay? Maybe it's also like, maybe another secret is like wealth of some sort. Like you have assets or resources that you cannot tell other people about. You know what I mean? You just don't want people to ruin it. Like I feel like a lot of people around you just will be ruining shit for you. You know what I mean? They'll just be ruining it. You're ruining it. People will be ruining stuff for you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to affirm that. I'm not saying that. But like, there's been times in the past where people have done that for you. And you just can't be letting people know. You can't be letting people know your next move. You can't be letting the ops know. I'm just playing, let me stop. I'm just saying you can't be letting people know what is going on next because we don't want them to mess it up, okay? It might be unconscious, you know what I mean? It might be a very subconscious type of sabotage that these people will be implementing. You know what I mean? Like no one's actively trying to plot against you. It will just be like an unconscious moment where someone does, you know what I mean? So therefore you got to keep things under wrap. You got to keep it secret. And you're listening to yourself, you're listening to your hearts. You're listening to what your soul is telling you to do. And you're growing, you're changing, this is like the beginnings of something new. This is very new for you. Make sure not to be like so deeply hyper-focused on it though. Because for the next 3 months, you might also be going on vacation. So maybe that's also like, first off, don't be so hyper-focused on this. Because this is kind of like, I say that like spirituality or whatever this is, well, this is spirituality, I would say, because I said teachings. These teachings and stuff like that, and the spirituality that you're learning, don't be so hyper-focused on it. Sometimes make sure to live in the moment. But I mean, that's kind of like the energy of what's coming in these next 3 months. And maybe you're taking a vacation or going somewhere in these next 3 months that will help you learn more about these teachings that resonate with you, or will help you grow spiritually. And maybe it's also like, maybe it's also saying like, I don't know where I was going with my thought. I was going somewhere. I was thinking about like the Four of Wands. Like there is some type of vacation though. You know what I mean? There's some type of vacation that will be happening in the next 3 months, some type of travel. And you're going to discover some things about yourself. You're experimenting though for the most part. You're just kind of experimenting. That's the energy of this. There's a lot of experimentation. Just kind of figuring things out. And that's what it is. But you have to keep it under wraps because we don't want 12 to know what you're doing. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. Ugh, these jokes are not even funny. No, but we don't want anyone to be like interfering with that energy because it's just raw, you know what I mean? Like the energy is just, it's a movie, it's cinematic, so you just kind of need to keep it under, you need to keep it under the wraps, you know what I mean? You can't be letting people know the next move. Oh my god, I'm so cringe. I'm so sorry, but I'm just saying like you can't be letting people know what's up next. But yeah, just stay in tune with those emotions. Your emotions are helping you grow. And maybe right now, like you're creating new traditions, a new story for your blood and ancestry. You may not even know that, you know? But maybe this is all a part of a new storyline, a new cycle in your ancestry. You have the key to it. I use my middle finger just to point to it. You have the key to this new cycle, this new coming. So that's what's happening in the next 3 months. So, anyways. Oh, I just looked and the battery is dying on this camera. I don't know if I should continue going and swap the battery. I don't know. I think we'll continue going. Who cares? It's not that serious. We'll be fine. I gotta wait for the file to truncate itself anyways, so. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of experimentation. Thought. Okay. I'm trying to straighten this out, because like Loki, whatever, it's not going to be straight and I'm just going to be mad. So, moving into the oracle cards, about this experimentation, this secrecy, these new teachings. You're maybe going to a place, a location that's spiritual. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. There's beings that are helping you, that are watching you, that are protecting you. They're talking to you. Okay, let me change the battery real quick. Okay? Okay guys, I'm sorry, I had to change the battery, so the camera angle might be a little bit different. Who knows, but let me get back to what I was saying. So, with this whole entire mysteriousness, with this new traditions, teachings that you're learning, there are some beings that are guiding you, that are teaching you, that are telling you, or giving you knowledge with the mantis beings, because mantis beings watch. They watch, they spectate, and there's some beings that are watching and spectating you that are helping you. Maybe that's also why it's very important to keep this secret. Maybe it is mysticism. God, I had a dream about mysticism. Oh, ew, my voice. Oh, just give me one. No, I had a dream about mysticism. I had a whole entire dream about that I was reading about. So that's kind of crazy that that pops up for you guys. Yeah, it's union with the divine. This is in line with knowledge, though. What did I say about those beings watching you? There is knowledge that is being given to you by certain beings. They could be angels. Beings of all types, of all kinds, that are talking to you, that are watching you. God, there's something I was going to say about mysticism that, like, maybe when you go to this place in these next 3 months, it's going to be kind of like a whole entire different world. Like, you might be in a different country. Maybe it's just like the way that this area is, the state, or whatever it is. It's just different from where you're from. That's also going to lead you to some discoveries, some alignment with the teachings. It's going to be like a whole entire different place. Possibly. But you're just kind of discovering your beliefs. And there's beings that are helping you discover that. This is for the better, this is for the upliftment of your bloodline. And it starts with you. These beings are protectors. These beings are protectors. Very powerful magicians. Teachers. Maybe you also might meet a teacher that is actually physically living, like, yeah, physically here on this earth as a human. Maybe especially while you're gone at this place in the next 3 months. This place could also be like astral. Like, it may not even be here on earth. That's why it's kind of like that altered state of consciousness, where it's like, it's almost like it's not even, it's just different. It's very stark from where you're from. So, might be astral traveling, maybe speaking with beings in your dreams. And there's just a lot that's going to be popping up about these teachings everywhere. You're going to see it in nature, you're going to see it just everywhere. But most notably your dreams. Because a lot of this can be found in a different world. That's maybe kind of like the mysteriousness of it. That some of it is not even, some of the knowledge cannot be found on Earth. But you're going to be ascending to the next level spiritually. You're going to be learning a lot of new things about yourself as well. And yeah, you just can't be letting people know. I highly doubt some of these beings would even allow other people to know, which is kind of weird. There's like something very secretive about this. So I don't know if you have to be like indoctrinated. Like, I don't know if there's a whole entire process. I don't know. Maybe there is a process. For some of you guys, this is why you're going somewhere. I mean, I'm not saying that it's evil. You know, because I know a lot of people think, like, when you get indoctrinated or, you know what I mean? Like, when that happens, it's something evil. I'm not saying that it's evil. I don't believe it's evil because there's protection from these beings that are guiding you, that are talking to you. So this is not evil, and this is for the better of your ancestry, your bloodline. So there's a lot of change. And you're going to be very pleased, is what I'm getting. You're going to be very pleased with this. Yeah, these beings are watching you. I wonder if they are aliens. They may be aliens, they may not. But aliens, if we really think about the term, that's just like beings that are not from our planet. So, I mean, they could be anything. Angels, demons. They're protective of you, they care for you. But there's an emphasis on them being around in the next 3 months. Maybe there'll be a sighting. Which is kind of crazy. Crazy to think about that. A sighting! Maybe there's going to be a sighting. Something that you're going to see that also might change you for better. So. But yeah, you're breaking a karmic cycle for your ancestry. You're getting rid of the old and coming in with the new. And not many can know because no one else was selected for this but you. So that's kind of the vibe with that. Let's get into the oracle cards. Inner strength, okay. Kindness and nurturing. Thoth with divine masculine. Okay. Tell the truth. That's very interesting. You know, for some of you, like I said, this person that you might meet that's helping you and teaching you, he might be a man. Or resonates with masculinity. He's very in tune with his divine masculine. If there's a spirit or deity that is talking to you, then they may be masculine. And they're helping you and they're teaching you. Maybe there's some type of union in the next 3 months with a deity, a new beginning with them. And they're helping you out of that old cycle, out of entrapment. This person is very kind. Maybe that's the being that is watching you. I mean, there's multiple beings, but maybe that's like one of your main guides. He's a very kind person, very caring person. Talks to you quite frequently with patterns, synchronicities. He's around. He's probably around giving me this message right now as we speak, so there's that. But he's around, you know what I mean? He's around, he's very active. I like that flame over there, active. He's active, he's around, and he's helping you. He's also telling you maybe the story of your ancestry, which is also shifting your beliefs. Maybe he is an ancestor. A great-grandfather, or great-great-grandfather. Maybe he lies at the origin of it all. A creator. He's talking to you though. You are safe with him, just know that. But you're tapping into like strength and potential that you haven't tapped into before. And you're just figuring out your truth. That's what you're figuring out. You're figuring out your truth and the real pure story that you need to be aware of in these next 3 months. This is a lot of spiritual change and growth. And you should be very excited, especially if there's going to be a lot of astral travel. I don't want to say abduction, but you know, of aliens, maybe. I mean, shit. So. But a lot of interesting things will be happening with that spiritually, and this is very secret. Very under wraps. Maybe he is indoctrinating you. Maybe it is Thoth for some of you guys. But you guys are being asked. You guys are being asked to be quiet about it. Because it's only for you. There's a lot of experimentation, like I said. Experimenting in who you are becoming. Tapping into that strength that you have deep in your core. So. Yeah, that's what's happening in the next 3 months. I think that is all that I have to say. If you liked this reading, then thank you. Is it 4 for 4? I can't tell. It's either 441 or 444. If it's 444, then that's for you. Okay, no, it's 441. LOL. No, well, okay, maybe that's a sign for some of you guys. 444. But anyways, I'll see you guys very soon. If you like this reading, smash that subscribe button. If you didn't, whatever. And I'll see you very soon. I love you. Stay safe. Take care. See you very soon.